So the other day, I had to pick up my son from school. He wasn't feeling well, and we stopped at Quick Trip to pick up some ice cream because his throat hurt, and he asked for it. And I'm a mom, so I did that. And if you're a Wisconsin person, you know that Quick Trip is the place to go, and it has all the things, super quick and easy. That's why it's Quick Trip. And I walk in, grab my goods, and come out and can't find my car. And you guys, it's not that big of a parking lot. There might be 20 stalls out there, right? So I have my ice cream, my bananas, and I'm like, where's my car? And then I spot it. So I confidently walk over to the car, grab the handle, only to find out it's locked. This isn't my car. What the heck? My car was 2 stalls over. Now, you guys, this would have never happened with my van. My van had decals all over it and bumper stickers, and it was like a billboard saying, hey, I'm over here, mama, come on over. Here's the van. Which brings me to my episode today. How uploading your photos to your Google business profile is kind of like putting a giant neon sign on your business. It builds trust, authority, visibility, and yes, it can even help with your SEO. So we're going to break it down today step by step so you can show up in that search and stand out like a photo-covered van instead of a sea of boring black SUVs. Let's get real. Welcome to Brick and Mortar Visibility, your go-to podcast for local business owners who want to stand out, scale up, and create the freedom they deserve. I'm Melissa Rose, a fellow business owner who knows firsthand that running a brick and mortar business isn't just about the sales. It's about building a legacy. Here, my guests and I are going to dive into real, unfiltered conversations about what it actually takes to run and grow a thriving business. From building and leading a powerhouse team to creating a turnkey operation, we're going to help you avoid that cash flow crunch and tap into next level marketing strategies that bring the perfect clients in your doors. Ready to be the only option in town? Let's do this. Welcome to the Brick and Mortar Visibility Podcast. My name is Melissa Rose, and I am your guide to help your local business be the only option in town in your industry. I have a brick and mortar business myself for 16 years, and we are the only option in town. And much of that is because not only do we provide a great service to our people, but we have great visibility through our Google business profile, great SEO, and of course the socials follow that excellence as well. So I want your business to be just like that, a gem in your community, so that you have more dream clients coming in your doors. Today, we're going to talk all about your pictures and bringing them on over to your Google business profile. We're going to break it down. I'm going to share with you some stats on why that's important and give you some tricks of the trade to make your SEO go further. If you are kind of like, what are you talking about, Google business profile? Or maybe you've heard of it and you're like, shoot, I never did that. Go grab my free Google Business Profile workshop. It's about 30 minutes long, and I walk you through all the bells and whistles of your Google Business Profile. You can grab it at brickandmortarvisibility.com and click the Work With Me tab, or the link here is in the show notes. I also provide this workshop virtually through, if you are a coach and have a network of people, or if you are a networking group and would like to have me come in and speak, I do this workshop often, and I love it because then it's interactive and people can ask questions, and it's so much fun. But if you want the virtual version, go ahead, grab it. It's about 35 minutes long. You can speed me up so I sound super smart. But the actual work, W-O-R-K, that 4-letter word that we often avoid, is going to take you about 90 minutes to optimize it. So plan accordingly, okay? All right. Photos, why do they matter? Let's go. Let's do this. Fun fact, listings with photos get 35% more click-throughs and a 17% higher revenue. Okay, the average business grows about 8 to 10% a year. Okay, so that's just kind of an average growth rate. Can you imagine 17? And if you could just put some photos on your Google business profile, that would be lovely, right? The other reason we need to do this, photos create trust. Goodness, when I see websites, I want to see pictures. I want to see pictures of what you do because then it just goes, oh, it passed the grunt test. It gives me an idea right away of who you are, what you do, and who you serve. It gives me trust. It gives me confidence. It gives me connection. It's all those good things that we need to do. So photos do that. And you are giving your customers, your perfect ideal customers, a sneak peek inside and making your business the only option for them. It just becomes super clear when we can put those photos in our Google Business Profile as well as our website and all the other things. All right. We know this. We know how we act and shop. When we see pictures of a product, oh, that's what it looks like versus just a bunch of words, right? Okay, so now let's talk about the 3 types of photos you should upload. I recently did this workshop. Like I said, I do this Google Business Profile workshop virtually. I do it in person. And this was brought up as questions, concerns, comments, the 3 different types of photos that you can upload to your Google Business Profile, or what I recommend. Number 1, your space. The space of your business looks different at different times of year, right? I know mine does. I live in Wisconsin. It looks totally different in January than it does in June. It's a whole different place. The owner might be a little different too at those times of year. But think about the outside of your area. Please do that. Google will automatically pull something based on your coordinates in the world, but you put something up there too, okay? And then I want you to think beyond the main area of lobby, bathroom, boutique, the parking lot. That's a legit one, right? How many of you go to an event and parking's crazy, so you just go home? I am that person. But think about the entryway, what they're walking into. I love knowing where I'm going. It creates peace of mind. As I get older, I get a little bit more anxious. So different perspectives of the space, the physical space, right? Then I want you to think about different perspectives. And this is where people went, oh, okay. So the different perspectives. As I mentioned, I'm a dance studio. So it often gets talked about in the studio. Who are we marketing to? Are we marketing to the kids, or are we marketing to the parents? Or are we? And I say we're marketing to the parents because they're paying for the bill, right? They're paying for the lessons. But I want our pictures also to show the different perspectives. So we have a client view, for example, our students, our younger students. So what does the studio look like to them? And we have a teacher perspective. We have a parent perspective. We have a business owner perspective. So what pictures could that be? So for mine, the examples I show in the Google Business Profile workshop are my teachers sitting on the floor with the students, my teachers dancing with the students or doing hands-on corrections. I have pictures of the little kiddos like showing mom their little outfit. So that's what the parents see. I have parents looking in the lobby windows, watching their kiddos dance. Another perspective of the parents, a perspective of what I see as well. All those perspectives are very important to showcase in your Google Business Profile. It creates ease and confidence and trust for that potential client. The third type of photo I want to talk about are your profile photos. Now, when you upload your photo, which is very easy, we all can do this. It's just like you would do anywhere else on any other social platform. You can do your logo, and this logo shows up when you reply to your Google reviews. All right, so I have literally my logo, the brand, the look of the dancing house. Then we have also a cover photo, and that cover photo is more a picture, and I would recommend something that encompasses your brand. So maybe for us, it's a group picture. If you have a boutique, maybe it's a larger picture of a display area, or a hair salon, maybe it's the overall room. Okay, so just something that encompasses what you do and who you are and who you serve. Okay, now I'm going to give you a little SEO tip, search engine optimization tip. As we're uploading photos, we can manipulate those photos a little bit. I have talked about this in previous podcasts, but it's always good to re-mention because we may not realize that we can do this. You can add your photos directly to the photo section, not just in updates. In your Google Business Profile, there's 2 categories. You can do an update or you can do a photo. We are talking about the photos today. I often talk about updates, and that's a different category. I just want to make sure I'm clear that when we update our Facebook, let's say, or our Instagram, when we post on those platforms, those pictures stay there forever. take them and they're there. With your Google Business Profile, when you do an update, which is what I normally recommend that you do every week, that update only lasts for 10 posts, meaning so once you get to the 11th update, the first post that you did drops off and we don't see it again. And let's say you included a photo with that. So that photo is never going to be saved or added to the photo bucket. They are two separate categories. So when you update photos, those stay there forever and ever. When you do updates, that doesn't stay there, okay? So I just want to clear that up and make sure you know. So that's why when we update photos, I want you to geotag your photos. And this is an advanced strategy. It takes a little bit more time. It takes a little bit more like intentional practice. But if you want to get your business reaching out further, I recommend doing this. All right. So for me, we attract people 20-mile radius about. That's kind of the average, right? But we do have some people that come from 40 miles away. We can manipulate these photos that we take within our studio or within our location to address the areas that people are coming from. Now, I want to acknowledge that I'm not going to geotag a photo to New York City. That makes no sense because nobody's coming from New York City to Hudson, Wisconsin. But they are coming maybe from St. Paul, Minnesota, over to Hudson, Wisconsin. Or they might be coming from Baldwin, Wisconsin, over to Hudson, Wisconsin. So I'm going to explain how to geotag your photos. Did you know the work you do today will shape your business 60 to 90 days from now? That momentum doesn't stop there. It ripples right into your personal life. So let me ask you, based on what you're doing right now, where are you headed? Will it be the same old thing, different day? Or are you really ready to level up? If you're shouting level up, let's make sure it actually happens. Join me and a crew of powerhouse business owners in my mastermind called Level Up, Your Business, Your Life. This isn't just another meeting. It's your secret weapon to accountability, strategic thinking, and inspiration. We meet monthly to empower each other, take bold action, and crush the goals that really matter. Want to know more? Head to the link in my bio or visit msmelissarose.com/mastermind. It would be my absolute privilege to be part of your journey to the next level. Let's make it happen together. I hope I get to see you in our next cohort of Level Up, Your Business, Your Life. All right, geotagging your photos. It is not difficult, especially if you're an Apple user, but there are free tools like geo-tagging.com. I have it tagged here in the show notes, so you can just click on that if you're an Android user or want to try that platform to geotag your photos. But I just do it on my iPhone as an Apple person. So you're going to click on your photo in your camera roll. You're going to click on the eye, and then you can put the city and state that you want that photo to be from. So, for example, I can take a picture in my dance studio and it will come up with the coordinates of Hudson, Wisconsin, or it'll say Hudson, Wisconsin. But I want this photo to be geotagged to Stillwater, Minnesota, because I get people coming across the river. So I can geotag Stillwater, Minnesota and put that in the photo and then upload it to Google. Now, the reason I want that is because Google crawls for all that information in your photos and in your copy and in your backlinks to find out where you are and who's coming to you. So this is really helpful when somebody from Stillwater, Minnesota says dance studio near me. I'm going to come up because I have Stillwater, Minnesota in my photos, in some of my copy via my Google reviews, also in my area location in my Google Business Profile. That's an area I serve. So these are ways to help your SEO go out further for your business. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's helpful, and it is a really nice, slick trick to help your SEO go out further. All right, so now let's wrap this up. Let's bring it home. I want you to take a photo from your business and upload it to your Google Business Profile. But before you do it, I want you to geotag it, and I want you to geotag it to another town area that legit would come to you. Okay, maybe it's 15, 20, 30, maybe it's 60 miles away. All right, and then add it to your photos in your Google Business Profile. If you want a refresher, if you want a how-to step-by-step tutorial, please go to brickandmortarvisibility.com, click the Work With Me tab, and grab that Google Business Profile workshop. It's, like I said, it's free. It has everything in there to help you optimize that Google Business Profile so that you're being found first and liked and trusted faster. All right, I think that wraps up today's episode. I really wanted to dive deep on these photos. We haven't really talked about it in depth, and it is a very important part of your Google business profile because, like I said, those pictures create trust real quickly. They know firsthand if this is the right place for them and if they could see themselves in your business. So please take advantage of these photos, optimizing them to make your business stand out and be the only option in town. All right, that concludes our episode this week for Brick and Mortar Visibility. If you liked it, please pass it on to your business bestie, or better yet, leave an Apple iTunes review. I would love to hear from you, hear what you got out of the podcast, and then I will shout you out on the next podcast. All right, everybody, have a great week. We will see you here, same time, same place next week. So appreciate you taking the time to listen, and have a great week. Peace. Bye-bye. As I get older, I have learned that taking care of myself is non-negotiable. As life gets busier and energy more precious, I found something that's been an absolute game changer, especially in my energy and focus. Meet Make Wellness, the next level nutraceuticals that are revolutionizing how I care for my mind, body, and spirit. These clean, science-backed supplements are crafted to help you feel amazing from the inside out. With powerful bioactive ingredients and a no BS commitment to transparency, Make Wellness is here to fuel your focus, boost your energy, and keep you thriving every single day. Ready to feel unstoppable? Go to the link here in my bio or head to msmelissarose.com/tools to see this product and my other top products that I use every single day.